can you use risk, compliance, and governance as a competitive advantage as opposed to simply bureaucracy?
I think it's something that people look at the beginning. Let's say clients, or if we deal with the government, or if we deal with banks, for instance, they are asking us for a series of things that we need to comply. So it could be a show. It's not just like bureaucracy. I think it could be a business showstopper in our line of business. So it's as important as a finance function. It's as important as a sales function. Because without compliance risks, we cannot operate.
As you're progressing to Series A fundraising, what will the role of risk and compliance and governance play in that process? How will it change?
Look, we have incorporated 2 entities in ADGM. We believe that one of them needs to be upgraded to either advisory license or fund management license. And by regulation, you need to have a compliance and risk officer. So we have no choice but to structure a department that is going to look after these things. So I think, yeah, that's the plan. I don't think it's necessarily a Series A. I think the moment we have to upgrade, we prepare our business plan. These things need to be there, and subject to us obtaining the license, these functions need to be in place.
How have you prepared for that involvement of your business model, where you need to put in place sort of formal risk functions within the business?
So now what we started doing is we've hired a compliance company to tell us basically what sort of license is needed. And then they will probably also help us prepare the documentation for the license. And within that, we will see what are the requirements for risks and compliance, and then we'll try to fulfill those requirements because it's fairly regulated and fairly explicit.
KLAIM has been a client of Várri Consultancy since day one, pretty much. How did that relationship come about from your perspective, and what do you see our role in KLAIM's development?
Look, in our business, risk is very important. I did not come across companies that do risk consultancy. So for us, it's very beneficial because we want to make sure that we are doing the right things, not only from a regulatory standpoint. As I told you, there are like 3 different regulations that we could potentially fall under. So we want to make sure that we are cautious with that. And with any fintech/financial services company, compliance and regulation and risk is very important. It's so far we've had a great partnership, and we believe that we're going to be able to do more.
Thanks for sharing your knowledge and experience with us, telling us a little bit more about KLAIM. We're excited to follow you on your journey.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks over everything. Bye.